Chomp.
Welcome back again, everybody, to UR Supreme Toys. We are back to our Wave 2 reviews of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Ultimates. And up next is Pink Ranger. As you can see with the packaging, it's the same as all the other Rangers. This green electrified packaging with their corresponding medallion on the front, Pink Ranger on the bottom, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo on the back. And let's go ahead and get into the slip reveal. Ooh, look at that lovely hot pink color. Wow, that is the pinkest Pink Ranger I think I've ever seen. Wow. Those likenesses, man. What happened to those likenesses? Wow. Yeah. Ooh, that's rough. Wow. Super7. Yeah. Those likenesses aren't the most flattering. Alright, on the back, got our nice little picture of the Pink Ranger and her bio. Zordon chose Kimberly Hart to become the first Pink Ranger. She wields the power of the pterodactyl and uses the power bow as her weapon of choice in battle. Kimberly is not only a full-time member of the team, she also is a skilled gymnast. When it was time for her to pursue her training to compete in the Pan-Global Games, she passed her powered coin to Catherine Hillard, formerly enslaved to Rita Repulsa's will. Cat is a friend to all animals and humans, making her the perfect candidate to take the mantle of the Pink Ranger. Okay, let's go ahead and pop old Kimberly and Catherine out. Pink Ranger comes with quite a bit of accessories, and let's go ahead and take a look at her paint. The paint on her mask isn't the cleanest. It's kind of cut crooked along the seam of the eye, and it's kind of sloppy there on the other side where it's the black and pinks kind of melting into each other, so that's kind of disappointing. There's some white paint fleck over onto the chest right here. The diamond and the neck isn't completely bad like the Red Ranger's was, but right here up under the arm, I don't know what happened. It's looking pretty awful down there. I don't think her helmet is as glossy as it should be, especially compared to the other Rangers. It's definitely a little bit more muted. The boots aren't the cleanest. Still a little bit sloppy. There's some slop around her morpher on her waist. All in all, very mediocre paint job. Articulation, she's the same as the Yellow Ranger. Can look up and down pretty decently. There's no real tilt side to side. Has some flashing, really bad flashing up there on the shoulder. Arms go up so high. There's going to be some really bad paint rub inside those arm sockets from that pink on that white. Bicep cuts. Elbow with a twist. Hinged and twist wrists. You're going to get a lot of paint fleck out of the joints because they painted over the joints as well as the figure for some reason. She has a chest crunch bobble and a decent waist bobble. She can pose a little more dynamically than, say, the male figures. She has this skirt which is going to hinder her. She didn't break, but her leg just completely popped out of the socket. That is awkward, to say the least. Okay. I don't think it was fully attached. But anyway, her hips are going to go about that far because of the skirt. It's not going to hinder too much going forward or backwards because the skirt kind of just molds with the pelvis. So I guess she'd be kind of just like the Yellow Ranger if the skirt wasn't there. Of course, there's a hip twist and swivels and hinged on a ball joint, twist and hinged knee, as well as a boot cut and hinged and rockered ankles. So I would say the females as far as articulation is concerned, are much better than the males. She's decent. But, is she $55? Let's see. She comes with 2 profiles. She has her Catherine and her Kimberly profiles. I don't know what's going on with Catherine. I don't remember her being so wide-faced. Maybe the paint is just throwing me off. Maybe it's the hair. I don't know. But this is a very solid piece of plastic. The paint apps are okay, especially the eyes. The mouth and the lips are pretty good. I would have preferred a basic smile as opposed to the open mouth smile. And I feel the same way with the Amy Jo Johnson head. I would have preferred her just smiling with a closed mouth, or maybe showing some teeth. But the paint apps are okay on these. They're not as bad as Jason and Rocky's. She comes with a white cat, and I believe this is, if I remember correctly, this is Catherine. She got turned into a cat or something. I don't remember. She comes with this pink ribbon baton, so she can do her gymnastics with her ribbon and twirl it around. That's a nifty accessory, but very much not necessary. She comes with 3 different bows. She's got her stringed bow with Power Rangers tampoed on the outside, and her pterodactyl medallion somewhat sculpted in. You can't really see it on the handle. And an unstringed bow. Other than the string and the holes holding the string, they are completely the same. Except this one has notches to where it would look like it would attach and hold the other accessories to form the power blaster. So maybe that actually does that later. I don't know. We'll see. And of course she has her toy-inspired bow, which is very small and silver. And she has a singular arrow. I would be extremely cautious messing with this because this is flimsy. There's no way you're not going to break this thing by messing around too much. You can put it on the bow and have it in a drawn pose if you wanted. Like all the other Rangers, she comes with a toy-inspired blaster. Her normal blaster with Power Rangers tampoed on the side. Her dagger. And her folded-up blaster, which will go in her holster on her side. Her pink pterodactyl key for the Zord. Her Power Rangers Morpher, the pterodactyl logo. She has closed fists attached to her in the box. She has 2 horizontal hinged gripping hands. She has 2 vertical hinged gripping hands. She has her bow wielding hands and her pterodactyl stance hands. This is a pretty substantial amount of accessories. I like the profiles. They could have been better. I feel like the cat is unnecessary. The ribbon is unnecessary. Everything else is okay. I'm glad she has the hands that she does. Now, so far as swapping parts, head pops off pretty easily. Let's give her Amy's head. I would say you're going to need to heat these heads up because they are tight. Now, when you put the human heads on, there's not going to be a lot of posability. You're not going to be able to turn them much because of the hair and hinged, and it's going to be difficult to get them to socket on into place. Be careful, you don't want to break this neck. But the Amy head looks okay. If I could get it to fit into place. There it goes. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't think the head is too big for this body. The hair's big, but that's a repercussion of the 90s. Yeah, but once the head's on there, you're not going to get a lot of motion with the head. So it's just going to be kind of a static looking accessory. The Amy head actually looks pretty good once it's attached to the figure, though. Yeah. Oh. Now, if you're a Catherine fan, which I know some of you are, that 2nd Gen Ranger, she looks pretty good on there too. Not too bad. Let's see if I can get her to use her bow and arrow. Hands pop out pretty good. A little tight. Ooh, the hands are difficult to swap in. Those giant rings just are unnecessary design and make it difficult. I mean, 100 different companies have done 100 different types of swappable hands, and these are just kind of ridiculous. Being difficult. Get it in there. She's actually got her fingers where she should be able to draw the string back. So it's doable, but it is annoying to get it there, and to get it to stay there, that's another question entirely. You can get it posed in a firing stance. Takes a minute. Looks good. I like that. I'm glad they gave her the elastic band. That being said, she's not gonna hold it like accurately like an actual bowman would hold their bow. Her other hands work pretty well with her accessories. She has these larger opened gripping hands for her bigger pistol. It won't work very well with the smaller one, but she has these smaller gripping hands which are tighter and work pretty good with those pistols. I don't know why the Red Ranger did not come with proper pistol gripping hands, but she's okay. She can do it. She can get it. Bring in the other two Rangers. As mentioned before, they scale pretty well. They look pretty good. Pink and yellow, looking good together. Just like with the male bodies, the female bodies have interchangeability. So their arms actually pop off just like the guys. So if you were inclined, you could give Pink Ranger yellow arms. And my Yellow Ranger's neck socket just pulled out. I don't know if it broke or it just came loose. Quality control. That makes... Well, we're not trying to swap heads on there. I got the thing back on, but her neck will probably... So be careful of that if you're pulling off the heads. Wow, Super7, you suck so bad. So with my experience from 2 waves of these Power Rangers Ultimates, as far as the Rangers themselves are concerned, I cannot with good conscience justify the price point for the quality, and I do not recommend you order these Ranger figures. So that's my advice. Don't buy the Power Ranger Ultimates, especially the actual Power Rangers themselves. The quality's just not there. It's just... I don't know. I can't say for certain at the moment if the quality for Wave 2 has improved, but I know the paint apps have not. The articulation has not. The joints are a little bit tighter. So far, nothing's broken. The accessory count is pleasant, but a little bit overkill in some regards. On a shelf, as a team, complete, they'll probably look fine. At the price, they're dreadful. These are dreadful figures at $55. I don't know what to say. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm kind of over this Power Rangers line as far as the Rangers are concerned. I still have the Dragon Zord to open, Rita Repulsa, and King Sphinx, whom I'm really looking forward to the most. If they're okay, I guess I'll continue to buy these. This has been an unboxing and review of Super7's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Ultimates Pink Ranger, and I'm UR Supreme Toys. Thank you so much for watching.